And we are live. Hello and welcome to Monday Varsity Cup Rugby. And it is miserable conditions down in Cape Town, where we are about to witness UWC taking on CUT in the third round of the Varsity Cup. And things really starting to shape up across the competition as we started to see which teams are the teams to beat and the teams that are struggling so far. And today we will see a struggling UWC coming up against CUT. Who are visiting down from Bloemfontein and taking on the Cape Town side, UWs, as they are known, as against the CUT Eagles. And it should be an interesting game because the UWC side have sometimes struggled at Varsity Cup level. They've got an early penalty there. We have just had kickoff, by the way. So sort of settling into the stream and stuff like that. We'll go through the teams in just a moment. But yeah, they've not had the best of season so far, have UWs. Really struggled. If we go look at the results in a second, we'll see that yeah, they've not covered themselves in too much glory. Last week they got a bit of a hammering from Wits, 66 points to 10. And in the first round, so that was the first round. Then last weekend. Last Monday, they got hammered by UW Eagles, 49 points to 15. CUT, on the other hand, lost to Wits, 34 points to 17 last week. In the opening round, beat UJ, 23 points to 19. So they have had a win so far in the tournament. That's a pretty messy line there from UWC, though, and they do manage to retain it eventually. But a bit of a messy start so far from the home side in the torrid conditions. Very, very wet over there. Eventually going to the butcher. Oh, UWs. And Jeepers, look at that wind, eh? That ball is completely holding up in the wind. UWC, very famously known for producing Herschel Yankees from the Varsity Shield. Who went on to become a World Cup winner. Turnover ball here now to CUT, looking for the counter attack on the left-hand side. They go. Bit of space here. Zach Bester down the left-hand side. He's one to watch today. There'll be another UWC line out. And an early injury, well, but Zach Bester stayed down here, which is the last person they can afford to lose. Much better line at this time. Oh, no, it's going straight out of the hands, but backwards. No, forwards. Yeah, I think it's going to be a very messy game here. Very, very wet conditions, and you can see I think the players are going to struggle with it. Right, opportunity now to see how the scrums are going to look. I think set piece will be so important in conditions like these. You can see all the umbrellas up, lots of wind as well. So not the conditions that you'd like to play rugby in. But what can you do? That's some very good scrum there from CUT. They got penalty advantage here as well. And the penalty does come. We spoke about how important the set piece is going to be, and CUT very much dominating that first one. So that'll be an important moment for them, because if they can get to that scrum dominance, then I reckon that is going to be where they can really look to try and take the game away from UWC. Yeah, good technique there from the CUT scrum, and they're up on the 5 meter line. Look at that wind. They go to the front of the line out, and it's spilled out. So not forward there from CUT. That's an opportunity gone begging. And look at that wind. So CUT playing with the wind this half. Very important, I think, to make that count, because I think in the second half it's going to get very, very tricky to try and play against the wind. That's another good line, another line out that's been missed by CUT. So 2 mistakes in a row there from the visiting side. And Bester has knocked it forward there. So once again, yeah, with a wet ball. It's a good kick in the end, actually, from the UWC number 9, which is Van der Sant. As I said, following in the steps of Herschel Yankees, who was produced by UWC back when Chester Williams was heading up the rugby program there. And very importantly, coached by Paul True, the former Blitzbach coach. So they've got the pedigree from a coaching point of view, but at the moment we haven't seen much from them from a results point of view so far this season. But it is early on. We are only 2 weeks into the competition. This is the 3rd round, so plenty of time for them to improve. And a reset there, but I think we are going to see quite a lot of dominance here from CUT at scrum time. So we're seeing good work here from Mashaliba and Nafua. Bernard Fenter in the center there from them. And this time, penalty to UWC for slipping and losing his bind on the far side. So that's a nice moment from the home side. First penalty of the day for them. You can even hear the wind. It's that hectic. Right, so yeah, I think this is very much going to be a game of whoever adapts conditions. And once again, it's a messy line. It's been kicked back. I think we're in for a pretty scrappy game of rugby here. Right, having to try and run them out of trouble, yeah. Oh, it's a good, nice step inside there coming from Silvis. UWC all the way back inside their own half. And so Van der Sant, who's controlled the game quite nicely. Off that's a nice little spin. It's a good carry from the tight head. That's Michaels. Yeah, and you can just see not quite getting it right there. Van der Sant, he kicks it into the touch on the full. So that's a mistake from the young scrum half. And it's another line-out steal there, this time at DWC. But it's back to CUT, in fact, after all that. Right, CUT on the front foot here. It's a nice big carry coming from Liam Princely, but he's in fact driven back eventually. So it's an initial good hit. But on the front foot here are CUT. This time it's Janko Kluter. Penalty advantage for CUT, and the big loose head, Mamelo Mushaliba. He goes down the right-hand side. Now swap boy, now big carry coming from Septimus Sterkson. And John Smith now carrying. He's a very big lad as the CUT fly half. Quickly taken though by Red and Swap Boy. Now fighting to try and get down. He's going to be held up here, I think. That ball's going to be ripped off from the tackle. And then backwards is the call. And then a knock-on advantage for UWC. So a bit of messy. And it goes all the way back. And Shilabani will find the clearance, but you can just see they win. I mean, you can barely get outside 22. Gale Force wins down there. and really, really struggling as a result. We are looking at potential foul play here. Okay, he said the referee saying that he didn't see any clear head contact, so at this stage he's just at a penalty for a high tackle. But we are going to go take a look at it. Yeah, I think that is chin contact, so I think we are going to see a player into the bin here. And it's Maritz, the big 8th man from UWC, who's in trouble here. Shoulder to the head. So there's a dip from the ball carrier, so we mitigation. So I think this will just be a yellow card. Penalty yellow card is the decision. I think it's probably the fair call, to be fair. I think it was high tackle. It was definitely contact, but there was a bit of a dip. So I understand the mitigation that's being applied. So Tyron Maritz will go to the bin for 10 minutes. So we can go and sort that out on the stream here quickly. GWC are down to 14 men CET with a penalty. I think they've asked for a scrum. They have asked for a scrum, which I think is the right decision. Right, big scrum here for CET. They'll be looking for the penalty. And a man down as well. Look at that dominance. Look at that dominance. The Ixias here all over UWC. They might actually just walk over the try line at this rate. Now, pick up and go coming from the big 8th man. And he pounces off one. Has another go, does JT van der Walt. Penalty advantage as well. Now it goes back to Fenter. He was the one that called for the scrum in the first place. And stolen, actually very well, I think, in the end there by Insubanyanya. He's the UWC captain, but they'll go back for the penalty here. Yep, calling for another scrum, so I think that's the right call here. I think all over. I reckon UWC could actually be at risk of a second yellow if they keep conceding scrum penalties here. Penalty try could very much be on the cards. Although they are about 10 meters out, not on the 5. And another penalty. I think they'll just keep going. I don't know why you wouldn't keep going, for example. Yeah. Another scrum, yes. So they're pushing for that yellow card. No, I think that's tap and go here. I'm not sure this is the right decision. You've got such clear dominance. I'll just keep hammering away at them. Swap away. Running into the gaps here. That's good actually work there from Kevin Stratham. Now Smith going to Liam Prinsloo. Big outside centre. Looks like it stopped raining a little bit. Looking a bit clearer down there. Now it's Sebano Stema. For an advantage again for CUT. So just pulling out the penalties here. I thought about the cheeky offload out the back door, and it's gone backwards here from CUT, so they'll have another penalty. But the referee's blows his whistle here, and I think this will either be a final warning or another yellow. Yeah, it's going to be another yellow card. It had to be, I think. Right, so it's just a warning at this stage. So I think one more penalty, and they're going for the scrum. I think that's the right decision now. It is still raining. It doesn't seem to be as hectic as it was earlier. Earlier, it was absolutely steaming down. So, interesting stat there. Obviously, the kickable goal is not taken for so far by CUT, but they're searching for the try, yeah. And there's the advantage once again. So this could be a yellow card incoming. One more scrum. I think one more scrum. That would be my decision. Yeah. And back to the scrum, yeah. All right, 5 minutes left here on CUT. Massive scrum, massive scrum. Has to be penalty advantage. Surely, there it is. And it goes to Zach Bester. Zach Bester! No, out to Zach Bester. Well, a hell of an effort by the individual. So you say, Steve, you've been training with the Lions URC. Looking for... Thank you very much. Not quite, but I have actually been getting back into my running recently, which has been quite cool. So appreciate the need for noticing. But if they need me, I'm ready. You've got Jordan Hendrickson leaving, so maybe time to start dusting out the old boots and go back to my fly half days. Right, we have 13 minutes into the game, by the way. I know the clock isn't working. Unfortunately, we've got an issue that's probably with our data provider. But you can see there, they just prep them and then bang, they put the hammer down. This time, though, oh, no advantage, but he's gone straight. Oh, he's almost gone straight through a swap, boy. Right on the brink here, CUT. XC is looking to try and open up the scoring here. 14 minutes in. And knocked on. That is massive from UWC. And to be fair, look what Shilabani is going around to the team and really rounding them up, because they've been under siege for the last 5 minutes. Conceded at least 5 penalties. they managed not to get the penalty at the scrum. They managed to avoid it, and they forced a knock-on, and that's huge. Absolutely huge. Actually a bit poor there from, I think it's Nafuya, the tight head, who knocked it on there, and just guilty maybe a little bit of try-line fever. Yeah, 6 penalties by UWC's, 2 from CUT, and we're still only in the opening 15 minutes. So, yeah, that doesn't particularly bode well for either team, the fact that they are conceding so many penalties. And we've got a poll running. Who are you supporting? UWC seem to have the majority of support so far. UWs, as they are known, as opposed to the CTU XYs. But at the moment, this season, UWs are dubless. Yet to get their first win of the tournament. But it'll come. It'll come. That's a big scrum. Look at that. Look at the pressure being exacted. And then they've won the back here of CUT. Pick up and go off the back of the scrum. And it's the number 7, actually, Janko Kluter, who's just short. He's going to be driven back here. In the end, it's good defense, trying to get the ball away. Penalty, once again, this has to be a yellow card. It will be a yellow card to UWC. Things are going to go from bad to worse here for Paul Chu's side. Right, so 2 scrums, 2 yellow cards at the moment for CUT. So I'm just going to quickly add that, put that on the screen. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Another scrum here. So 2 yellow cards, by the way, to do UWs. Another penalty. And he's once again short here as Prince Lou. And they finally got their try. I mean, jeepers, it's been coming, hasn't it? I mean, that's absolute relentless pressure. And we have a yellow card here. There's a confirmation of the yellow card. So 2 yellow cards there for UWC now. That's not going to help things at all. And Kieran Michaels, the tight head, gets his marching orders. And that's the 3rd yellow card, by the way. 3 yellow cards at the moment. That's ridiculous. I mean, they're playing as 12 players for the next few minutes. If they're going to make that count, then I give up. CUT, though, started really well here. Right, then we go to our first Suzuki strategy break, which means I can let me tell you about MPL, who are powering the stream. As you can see, they are our partners for the Varsity Cup, making the Varsity Cup coverage possible. So a massive shout out to our partners who are they've been really, really cool to work with as well, and very much making sure that Varsity Cup Rugby is alive and well on Forever Sports, which is great to see because we want to be covering as much rugby as possible, you know. So the big thing about NPL is it's just better. Don't listen to me though. If you'd like to hear a little more, then this is who they are. Right, so that is it. NPL Nutrition Performance Labs are our partners for premium supplements as well as so many different products, such as the protein bars which I've got, which are really, really nice. I've also got some fantastic sports drinks, and they're going to kit you out. We're going to go to a couple of games in a couple of weeks' time and do some giveaways. Give away some NPL product stuff like that. So go and visit NPL, link in the description, and go and get 100 Rand off your first order using that link in the description as well, and get involved. Through taking it as Swap Boy. So CUT looking to try and hit back. They're 7-0 at the moment. Looking for runners, and he finds one. Now John Smith goes to the big Kevin Stratham. He's got a lot of pace for a lock. Now they find this beaster. Adilton Gouvier. Now on the left-hand side, Joe. Good strong carry there from Stemmer. Solid tackle coming from the loose head prop Lille. Oh, bit of a spill there from John Smith, but picked up pretty well by Nathaniel Young. Out on the right-hand side, Kevin Stratham. He's a big unit, isn't Kevin Stratham? Nice solid carry from him. Now 5 phases so far, CUT. Baron Fenter, John Smith gets away from one, going himself. Still going John Smith. He's going to go straight over. That's horrid tackling. Horrible, horrible, horrible tackling. It must be said from UWC. But he does go over, does John Smith. That'll end. That'll also bring on Moritz. So they'll be back to 13 players will UWC, but you can just see the one-man advantage there. And it's his first Varsity Cup try for John Smith. Bang, gets away from one. Bang, gets away from two. And then straight over. And when you're down 3 players, you can't afford to miss tackles. Doesn't manage to add the extra spur. Will some John Smith. So it'll remain 12 points to 0. I suppose that's probably updated scorecard, shouldn't I? I always forget I'm doing the flipping. 107 kgs of John Smith, by the way. Told you he's a big boy. I don't think you'll see too many bigger flower house out there. Shabani lifting that high in the air as well, taken by CUT, and they're going to want to keep ball in hand as much as possible. A little chip over the top from John Smith, and the ball about to the ball. Oh, penalty. I think in front of the kicker must be the case. Pretty good work there. It was a nice take in the end, actually, by Liam Prinsloo. They're going to have to go all the way back. I want to try and see if I can find his player profile. John Smith, see how tall he is as well. He's a big lad, though. So you got a penalty here due to UWC, and given the fact that they're down to 13 men, the longer they can just keep this and not concede any points, it'll be a long way to try and keep them in this game. If they concede another try, yeah, you kind of feel the game might be gone. Right, let's try and see if we've got a John Smith profile. There he is. He's going to give me his stats here. Yeah, 194. It's got this at 97 kgs. I think close to 100. The youngster, 22 years of age, or 2022 this year. But 1.94, 100 kgs is a flower half. Is a large flower half. And he looks at it, I'll tell you. This is a big rolling more here for UWC, though. Are they going to be able to get over the line, though? No, it's a big counter shove that from CUT. Good work there from their way side. But UW's 5 meters out. And no, never mind. Turnover ball as the ball eventually appears towards the back, but not soon enough for the turnover to have already been awarded by the referee. So UWC with an opportunity back in the game, but pretty well defended. Really, the first bit of defending CUT have actually had to do. And they do it very well. Right, so actually, by the way, that the 7 points has been awarded for Ixias in that second score because it actually did originate in their own half. That's the Varsity Cup rule. If a move starts in, or a phase starts in their first, in the initial own half, and they go on to score points, you don't have to worry about the conversion. It is a 7-point try. You can also update the cards because there's only 2 cards, not 3. Like much better, but you know, small wins, small wins. And there's another penalty at scrum time from the Ixias. This is becoming far too easy for them. Every single time the chips are down, they just go to the scrum. And unfortunately, the replacement tight head for UWC had to come on because Mike is on the bench. But same different player, same result there. Caesar gets penalised. But I think it's actually Stain, was it? I think it could be a jersey issue. Yeah, the replacement tight head is supposed to be Caesar, but the one that's come on here is wearing 17. I'm confused about that. We'll try and clarify that. Anyway, Baron Fenter will feed the line out. Kevin Straden will lose the ball. UWC turning over the ball. Wants to go himself. Does Shulaban and makes some good meters, does the fly half. Now Van der Sant, waiting for some players to arrive. And it's carried up by Van der Merwe. And a penalty against CUT for diving over. I wouldn't be surprised if UWC actually just take the points here. They've been so out of it. They've been so... And just run the clock down. I think that would be good game management for them. Now they're going to go for the corner. But they went far out when they did try. And he doesn't find touch. So, yeah, what I thought was originally not the best idea has turned out to be a dreadful idea. And next will have plenty of time as Jean Smith goes to the boot. Very, very far, but with the wind behind him, but not finding touch. Now gets away from one. Good work there from Schalk Fake, the fullback. I don't think we've really seen him with ball in hand so far this day. On the right-hand side, Shalabane has knocked it for. That's really, really poor. And it'll be a scrum in the middle of the park, but on the 10-meter line there for CUT, which is basically a guaranteed penalty, and they'll basically be able to find themselves back in the UWC's half. This is kind of the way things are going. It's becoming pretty matter of fact, really. Scrum, penalty, progress up the field. Scrum, penalty, progress up the field. And the problem is their line's been pretty poor. Otherwise, I think they could be 3-4 tries ahead. I mean, how often is your number 10 the biggest guy on the back line? Very often, usually inside center. Right, 26 minutes have played down at in Cape Town, and I think 15. Yeah, about to say the cards are done. So 15 on 15 now after 26 minutes. Actually, not a lie. There's one player still on the bench there. But I think he must be on. I mean, he could be on very, very shortly. The TV scorecard doesn't have any yellow card there, but there's clearly a man sitting in the bin. Right, Smith, not too much on. Goes to the boot on the left-hand side. Shows you that 50-22. Big decision here from the linesman. It is a 50-22. That's a brilliant kick. Using the wind to his advantage. Looked up and saw that there was nobody back. There's always going to be that overlap, unfortunately, with the man down. And he does that brilliantly. And as a part of another part of Varsity Cup is that a 50-22 can also be a quick tap on the 22, which they do take, obviously, with the dysfunctioning line out. And the captain, CUT, Baron Fenter, losing the ball, but illegally so from UWC. So a penalty in front, quickly taken by Swap. Boy, goes to Kevin Stratham. Big tackle that on Stratham. Oh, and that's another big tackle coming now on Tasipo Nafuya. Yanka Kluter will now get involved. Now, John Smith fires it out towards Zach Bester. We haven't seen too much of Zach Bester so far. He's one of the players to watch in the CUT XCS side. Now Baron Fenter, sorry, Yanka Kluter. He's carried pretty well so far in that blue scrum off and knocked on in the tackle. So the commentator's curse coming up there. My bad, my bad. Right, taking potential upright tackle, a head contact here, so another potential Timo intervention. Could see another card, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a contact. This could be a red card. This is a dreadful tackle, but it's either State or Caesar. I'm not entirely sure which. Trying to see if I can find the player profiles. I think it's Caesar, who's supposed to be the reserve tight head, but he is wearing the number 17, which is usually your loose head, obviously. I don't think there's any mitigation there either. He kind of just sort of drops his shoulder, kind of steps up. It's a pretty dreadful tackle. Yeah, there's foul play. 17 blue. Tucked shoulder, always upright. It is Franco Caesar, by the way. Penalty red card. Yeah. I don't think you can really complain about that, can Caesar. Right, I'm pretty sure. Right, so another part of it is, by the way, is that they can replace him with a different player in 20 minutes' time. Okay, so the yellow card is not done yet. So Michaels are still off. By the way, it's 15 minutes, not 20 minutes before they can play somebody on. So Stain's going to have to come on. Yeah, I think this could be an uncontested scrum because I don't know if he is listed season number 23 jersey, so that doesn't help anything. You know, it's really difficult to commentate on games and all the jersey numbers don't match up to the names. Right, so unfortunately now Incana has to go off because they need to sacrifice a player to be able to bring on the prop. This is just, yeah, she's trying to keep track of what's going on here. So there's still a yellow card. So they're down to the 13 at the moment. That yellow card should be on pretty soon. And then Michaels can come on, the very big tight head prop. When he does come on, though, Incana can also return to the field. They have to sacrifice someone to be able to make way for a prop to come on. So it's quite complicated, but we've eventually managed to figure it all out. And CUT XCS will have a scrum inside, just outside the 22, inside UWC's half, and the two-man advantage, and also, so it is a live scrum. So obviously, Stain is capable of playing a tight head, but that's a much better scrum, in fact. So I'll tell you what, I'd almost think about keeping him on after that. He did quite well with it, Stain. Smith now, good, but back to Smith, wrapping around, looking for a second try as Grant Smith, and unfortunately can't keep the ball in, and he's dragged out into touch. Sneaking up nicely there with Nathaniel Young. Right, and there it is. Now comes back Michaels. So Stain will come off after that scrum. And Michaels back on, as is Incana. So UWC now back to 14 players. And after 15 minutes, they'll be able to bring back another player, go back to a full 15. Obviously, it cannot be the player that has received a red card, which is Franco Caesar. Well, just short there's Kevin Straden with the lineup. They're not quite sure how they come away with it, their CUT. It was UWC lineout, and then was then stolen and then restolen back by CUT, and then I think it could be restolen here by UWC. Penalty advantage here for CUT. Ixia is just short now. Straden making it available for Swap Boy. That's a really big hit. That's a really good work. Driving Moshaliba back. That's another really good tackle. This time it's on Seko Marabella. Swap, we're looking for options. Goes to Baron Fenter as captain. CUT still on the front foot here, searching for that third try. Now goes to John Smith. Dabs over the top. And it's going to set up so nicely. And Liam Prinsloo, who's been impressive so far, he'll go over. Very nice little dink over the top there from John Smith. Prinsloo, the finisher. Nobody at home for UWC. Really well constructed, really good pressure. The Ixios go to their third try. It's his first Varsity Cup try. So a couple of first tries in the competition for Prinsloo here and John Smith. And the CUT Ixios side looking very, very comfortable down in Cape Town. Yeah, no, that's very well played. Very, very well played. I'm liking what I'm seeing from John Smith. And he's nailed it, John Smith. That's a brilliant kick. 21 points to 0. Ixia is very much in charge. At the moment, UWC just with no answer, but they are down back to 14 men at the moment, so I can move with the yellow card. The red card will remain. And I think half time. That is what is needed for this UWC side. Paul Chu needs to get his troops back into the change room and just sort it all out, really, because at the moment it's been absolutely horrible. That's penalty from the side against CUT. And you can see John Smith just saying people to calm down a little bit. And I think it was Sipo Nafuya conceding that penalty. Jeez, like it. I mean, absolutely hammered out his touch, has Van der Sant. Not taking any chances there. Looking at the penalty count there, CUT have had a couple of penalties, but I mean, that's a very big penalty count for UWC. I'm seeing at least 6 or 7 penalties there. Horrible penalty count overall, I reckon. Oh, it's a big hit, and he's bounced off of John Smith. This first time I've already seen John Smith make a mistake so far today, but he gets back up and makes a much better tackle this time. Now good work there from Van der Sant. UWC trying to get their way back into the game, yeah. Now on the left-hand side goes Van der Sant. That's a nice strong carry kick coming from Kasvikas. Now the inside centre has a go. Breda, the vice captain of UWC. Now pick up and go. Pretty strong, pretty short. They're right there, UWC. Just want to try and recycle this. Pick up and go. Just short once again. Pick up and go, but CUT so far defending really well. They're on the brink here, though. Oh, just short. I don't know how he's not managed to get that. Advantage here for DWC. Fighting hard. And I think he's over. Yeah, he is over. UWC hit back. That's a big moment in the game. With 14 men on the park. And it's the captain, Nsumbanyanya. He's gone over. This is for his first Varsity Cup try. This is absolutely stacked. The big man is Nsumbanyanya. Just could see the strength there, just almost held up and by Septimus Dirksen. Well, UWC will stay in the game with that try with 6 minutes to go. Van der Sant will have a kick of goal. He's done most of the other kicking as the scrum off. Kicked for poles, kicked for the corner, kicked an open play. It's a very cool looking ball. 7 seconds left over here for him. He's going to have to rush this a bit. Not sure why he's gone so far backwards, but he has nailed it, so no harm done in the end. And they'll go up to 7 points. That's interesting. So Shidabani's gone off and been replaced by Conradi. So carry they're coming from Adilson Gouvier. Swap board digging for it. Another big carry there for Moshaliba. And another penalty for UCT. Taken quickly by Swap Boy. Not a great pass. Picked up well in the end by Nathaniel Young. He gets it away to Princely, and that's a nice tackle and a good carry and pops it up. Does Septimus Dirksen. And knocked on by Princely. He'll be frustrated at that after scoring that try earlier. It's a good tackle. Really, really solid tackle. I think it's his opposite number, actually. Breda, who makes it. And then just pops it out. I don't think it was the right decision. He should have just held on to it, I think. Got a high tackle against UWC. So even when something goes right, it's gone wrong. Oh, my word. They cannot get anything right at the moment, can UWC? Tackle that slipped up there. So a penalty for CUT. Then go to the corner, look for that bonus point try in the first half. Yeah, comes already more from CUT, but so far it's pretty well defended. But now a couple of other players, including Sean Smith, have gone in there. Now they've got momentum at CUT. They're just short. And there's the try. Try number 4 for CUT. They've looked so comfortable in this half. UWC have looked, to be honest, just really, really poor. And it's the captain, Baron Fenter, who's played really, really well and made some good decisions so far. You can see one stage is going towards the left-hand side. They managed to sort of peel down the right-hand side. And once it does, there's just too many players for UWC to stop. Far too much power. And with just under 3 minutes left in the first half, CUT get the bonus point. Jean Smith to have his 4th effort goal. It's interesting. He got 2 from 3. Technically, I'll be a bit hacked if I was him. Because the one he actually didn't have to take in the end. So I'd ask that one should be expunged. That's a really nice kick, though. Start towards the right, it's curved right back in. It's a good kick from Jean Smith. 28 points to 7. The CU2 Ixias are flying down in the Cape. Good work there by Bernard Fenter, the CUT captain, as we go into the final 2.5 minutes of the first half, which is very, very one-sided. Reminder, we will have another watch along after this. It'll be the NW Eagles, who have travelled to Bloemfontein, not particularly far a trip to make, and they're at Shimla Park later against Shimla's. So UFS. Their neighbours, UFS, CET at the moment looking very comfortable. But they've got a very big game up ahead later at Shimla Park. NW Eagles have looked pretty good so far this season. Not as good as Bits. They've been the form side so far. They sit with 10 points out of a possible 10. Points difference of 73, by the way, on that log. At the moment, UWC going into this game at a points difference of -90. Still remain bottom of the log with 0 points. And unfortunately, I don't think that is going to change today, because things are looking a bit tough for them. Right, Conradi's on. Crowd favourite, apparently. I'm not sure why, but we'll find out, hopefully. Yeah, another big scrum there from the CUT, and he needs to get this Archer BITDEFENDER Sant, and it comes out the side of CUT, and it's another penalty. I'd hate to see the penalty count. Paul True must be. I mean, what do you even say at half time when you're being outplayed like this badly? This bad. It's just been, yeah, not been good. Not been good so far. Do, 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 do. Good work here, so the more from CUT powering forward, yeah. A couple of the centers coming to add their weight. Still going at CUT. Eventually it comes down. No penalty advantage though. And actually it's turnover. That's actually really good work by UWC in the end. Conceded a lot of meters, but hung in there. Managed to bring it down legally. And they managed to turn the ball over. They'll have a scrum though, so still under a lot of pressure. That's a huge scrum there from the XCS. Oh my living. Once again, another penalty. This time, Princely. I'll tell you what, his opposite, sorry, the number 12 for UWC. He's had a lot of work to do in the centers as Breda. He's been pretty good though from a defense point of view. Penalty advantage for CUT. The clock is red, so this will be the follow-up achieve. Oh, John Smith almost goes straight through. In the end, it's a good tackle from Barons. Sorry, from the Suns. Now, Janko Kluter brought down by Straden with assistance from Olile. Solid tackle there, Conradi. Just hang on to the feet of Septimus Dirksen. Now back on the angles. Nice actually angle he's ran there, did Sabana Tsema. And they'll go back for the penalty. Go to the corner, yeah. In fact, I think go to the corner. Look at trying to get a final try before half time, yeah. And GUT can really put the game to bed. Taking it quickly as the big lock. He wants to go himself. Oh my living, that is barbaric. What a carry that is. That's Seko Marabalela. I mean, he's just tapped and gone and just bludgeoned his way over. Barbaric, I think, is the right way of describing that try. Look at this physicality. He decides, no, I don't need anything. We don't need a fancy move. I'm just going to just absolutely hammer this over. And they just had no answer to his physicality. Absolutely none. That is brilliant from the lock. Played for Walter Sisulu University last year, the Wusu All Blacks. Got a really good program over there, Wusu, so it's a good place to go shopping. And now John Smith will have his 5th attempt of the half. It's a big kick from him, but it will go wide. So halftime score will be 7 points, 33. CUT Ixias very much in charge at the moment. UWs, not much answer to what's happened so far. They've been very ill-disciplined. They've been hammered at scrum time. It's been a long day in the office for Paul True's side. Reasonable crowd in very, very wet and tricky conditions. And we'll be back after the break. But 5 tries to 1. UWs really struggling. They're going to need to see something a bit different if they are to have a chance of kind of making any sort of comeback. But we'll have to wait and see what happens in the second half. People, if you are watching, please do smash the like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. And I'll see you in a little bit.
Hello and welcome, my name is Reese and today I'm going to be speaking to you about one of our channel partners, BITDEFENDER. Forever Sports is proudly supported by BITDEFENDER, one of the global leaders in cybersecurity. Stay safe with the most consistently top-rated antivirus of the last 10 years and counting. To protect yourself from cyber attacks, protect your browsing and personal information, and so much more, get BITDEFENDER. With BITDEFENDER's premium VPN, digital privacy and freedom is as easy as flicking on a light switch. Bank, stream, and download without exposing a single byte of personal information. Unblock your favorite streaming sites and get access to content that you want to watch on up to 10 devices today. Effective, invisible, and amazingly affordable. Use the link in the description to get started. Hello everyone and welcome to Forever Sports. As one of the leading channels in the world providing free coverage of all of your favourite sports, we are asking for your support. Everything that we create at Forever Sports is available for free and always will be. To help us continue delivering high quality content, as well as expanding our coverage, we are asking you to consider supporting the channel by becoming a channel member. As part of the Forever Sports Members Club, you will gain access to select perks, such as exclusive stickers and emojis to use during our watchalongs and live streams. You will also gain early access to premium content, as well as have your name listed on the channel under channel members. We strive to deliver quality content that is unmatched by other channels, and are always looking to take things up another level. And our members give us the chance to do this. It is thanks to our members and other support that we get from our fans that we are able to deliver campaigns such as the France 2023 on the ground coverage. So if you would like to continue supporting the channel and the free coverage that it provides, be sure to check the link in the description. Hello and welcome, my name is Reese and today I'm going to be speaking to you about one of our channel partners, BITDEFENDER. Forever Sports is proudly supported by BITDEFENDER, one of the global leaders in cybersecurity. Stay safe with the most consistently top-rated antivirus of the last 10 years and counting. To protect yourself from cyber attacks, protect your browsing and personal information, and so much more, get BITDEFENDER. With BITDEFENDER's premium VPN, digital privacy and freedom is as easy as flicking on a light switch. Bank, stream, and download without exposing a single byte of personal information. Unblock your favorite streaming sites and get access to content that you want to watch on up to 10 devices today. Effective, invisible, and amazingly affordable. Use the link in the description to get started. Hello everyone and welcome to Forever Sports. As one of the leading channels in the world providing free coverage of all of your favorite sports, we are asking for your support. Everything that we create at Forever Sports is available for free and always will be. To help us continue delivering high quality content, as well as expanding our coverage, we are...
Right, and we are back, everybody, and welcome back to Forever Sports, and it is Varsity Cup Rugby on a Monday. UWC at the moment being hammered, to be honest, by CUT Ixias, and unless they really put in a big shift, I think it could be a bit of a long day in the office for UWC, who have had a red card, by the way, but as per Varsity Cup rules, they can replace the player after 15 minutes, so they are actually currently a full contingent, but that red card was their fourth card of the match. Absolutely ridiculous scenes down in Cape Town, and now that's a nice bit of intent being shown. We haven't really seen him with ball in hand, Frachum. And that's a nice little, really nice little carry from the exciting Van Skalkbeek. He looks really good ball in hand, just haven't really had an opportunity to run with the ball. Now it goes all the way back to Conradi. He's a bit of space there, but I think it's going to go too far. It needs to hit something. No, it's gone way too far. It got all the way back to a scrum, which for CUT is a really a big opportunity for them. And Conradi was their player of the season last season when they won promotion back into the Varsity Cup. Kind of sort of switching between at low end of the UWC. They're far too good for Varsity Shield, but when they get to Varsity Cup, they do sometimes struggle. And it's a replacement there. And it's Van der Merwe, I think, what actually looks like Chipanje, who's come on there in the jersey number 19. I don't think any of the jersey numbers are already coordinating with the official team sheets, which doesn't help my life, but what can you do? And they go off back there, penalty advantage, and Prinsloo working trying to stay in touch, but can't. In fact, that wasn't an advantage actually, and quickly taken here from UWC and Van Skalkbeek. That's a brilliant kick. I think that's for 22, by the way. Yeah, that's a brilliant kick from Van Skalkbeek. I've been really impressed with him whenever I've seen him with the ball in hand. Tap and go there. That's also part of one of the Varsity Cup innovations. You can tap and go from the 22. But turnover ball and kicked in behind. And Van Skalkbeek's going to have to go back here. A lot of pressure coming from Swart Boy. And he's done really well. But now he needs support. And I think it's a lot of CUT play. Where's UWC? You cannot have UWC. Penalty for CUT. And it'll be so frustrated on Van Skalkbeek. He's gone back. He's picked it up really well. And he's just so isolated. The number of CUT players who just arrived compared to UWC players, I'll be sitting there saying, come on, chaps, what's going on here? You can't leave me out to dry like that. Yeah, really poor bit of handling there. Straight out of the hands of Kaspikas. So, penalty for CUT on the 5-meter line. Bernard Fenter, the captain. It's a good take from Kevin Stratham. Yeah, looking once again, looking pretty good. This is running more. Now it's gone down. I think there's a penalty advantage there. No. Yeah, I thought there was. Nothing on the screen, but the commentator saying there was. I saw him move, but I don't know if it was just saying penalty advantage or if it was just showing in the line. Now John Smith steps away from one. Still working hard in the tackle as the big fly half. That's a nice big carry from Janko Klute, and there's definitely a high tackle there. Somebody's currently holding his, and that could be a talking to here. In fact, it's going to be a card. Oh, my word. And that's a 5th card. A 5th card for UWC. So it's just accumulation of penalties there. So yellow card to UWC once again down to 14. You kind of sort of lose the words to say, really. I mean, I don't know how to describe how bad this has been from UWC. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I'm going to call for the scrum here, CUT, and why not? I mean, you basically, it's a guaranteed penalty every single time. You're on the 5-meter line. This could be penalty try. You know, they've got a man-man advantage as well. They're going to have to make a change here. So number 16, Swanepoel comes on for UWs. Heros will make way. Staines, by the way, is on. And I was quite impressed with him when he had that solitary scrum in that first half. Yeah, it's only a frustrating day so far. Has the UWC captain, Maritz, not the captain, but the big number 8, proper player. Having to like deputize on the flank there. In some Banyana going into the opposite. Oh, look at that scrum. That's huge. That's absolutely massive. Penalty advantage. John Smith fires it out. Inside goes. Oh, that's a big carry from Prinsloo. It's a huge carry from Prinsloo. He's still driving. He's going to try and hold him up. He's desperately trying to get it up. I think it should be held up. They'll go back for the penalty. Swap was trying to recycle it, but it's going to be held up. It's a good defense eventually from UWC. It was a massive carry from the outside centre. And I'll tell you what, the number 4, Aseko Mobilela, who had that tap and go try in the first half. He wants to go again quickly. Bernard Fenter just saying, slow things down here. the hooker and captain of CUT Ixias. And they've called for a scrum, and why not? And why not, eh? Look at that scrum, and it's been picked up, but yeah, I mean, that's probably not a penalty try, to be honest. I don't know how this wasn't a penalty try. But I think another one like that, and I think they'll have to go penalty try. It's just too dominant, too dominant. Right, another big scrum, and the ball's available. Swap boy. Oh no, he's knocked it on. He's knocked it on. Has TJ van der Vault. Pretty poor from him in the end, and Swap boy was actually looking to try and go for himself. Not managed to hold on. That's a big. Oh my god, it's so bigger. They've gone in the back here. See that CUT. Swap boy with the dummy, and I tell you what, he sent Conradi for sausages, absolute sausages. There it was a pretty easy dummy to sell because yeah, I mean he had to rush up there, but goodness me, Conradi still doesn't know where he is. And Swap boy, I've been very impressed with that nice little live wire scrum off. He gets his try. CUT get his first Varsity Cup try. A lot of players getting their first try today. And the CUT side continue to compound. Yeah, that's so bad. Conradi, as I said, sent for absolute sausages. Not a great kick that from Smith, but they've got such a big lead, it won't matter too much. Yeah, good work there from the scrum off. And CUT, you don't have a lot of support in the poll, only 28%, but I don't think they're going to mind too much given how dominant they have been today. Yeah, looking at the conditions there, just horrible conditions, aren't they? Absolutely terrible. Out on the right hand side, you go CUT. Looking much better so far. There it is, almost breaking the line break, powering through. Good leg drive that from Govia. Not big carry there coming from Stemmer, but it's a good tackle. Swap boy getting away with it, looking for options. Oh my living, it's a big tackle. Huge tackle. In fact, that's hell of impressive because Van der Sant has just taken on Watchalong, the big prop. Dislodged the ball in the tackle, put in a big hit, and also has something to say. I love that. Absolutely love that. That's really good work, this, from some Zach Bester. He's one of the players to watch. Look at the pace now from Bester. He's still going as Bester. Right up against the touchline. He's still going as Bester. He's still going. Swap boy. Oh, ball back inside. And Ross. Oh, never trust a prop. Never trust a prop. Oh, that would have been a phenomenal try. A phenomenal try if it had gone straight to Smith instead of Watchalong. Oh, no. No, no, no. He's such a weird runner because he doesn't look like he's got a lot of pace, but he's just, I mean, he gets away from everyone here. Gets him again, gets around there, stays inside. Still going, still going. Then he gets taken out, ball back inside, and it's going straight into the hands of John Smith, but Watchalong getting in front there. He scored 4 tries last season to Zach Bester. He's a big player to watch. Yeah, good kick that. Yeah, another good running more this from CUT. They rack back on the doorstep here. I need to update the scoreboard, so apologies for that. It is 38 points to 7. And a penalty with UWC, a bit of a reprieve there. They'll need that. They'll take that all day. So this penalty is an interesting one because it brings together that rule. So basically the rule is you cannot go into contact with your head below your waist. You have to stay upright because that obviously then gives them a chance of keeping the tackle at sort of chest and low. Free kick there from CUT, so a bit of ill discipline in the last few minutes. Right, quick to tap and go, yeah. It's the big man, Michaels. He goes on a bit of a run. And Rita on for Dirksen for Ixias. Chris Rita, nice player. And big penalty there from CUT, getting over that ball, winning the turnover. And you got a feel for, you know, a couple of these UWC players. He's not been bad. And Sumba Minyana, the captain, he's been really good today, but he's just playing with a team that's just far too ill-disciplined. There's Rita, who's in place of Septimus Dirksen, and I'll be interested to see what position Rita's playing. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him go to 10 and we see John Smith, if he's still on. 20 penalties conceded by UWC in the 57th minute. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't think I've ever seen such a high penalty count at this stage. Right on the left-hand side, they've missed out the CUT, but that's behind there. And that's a knock-on, so that'll just give CUT all the ball back and the momentum there, but poor there from Silvis. And for Australia, I think for UWC, for the backline, you've just been starved of any opportunity because the forwards have been absolutely mauled today. It's not been pleasant viewing, and they're the cheerleaders in their tracksuits. They're having a good time. A bit of a photo shoot going on. A couple of guys doing the splits, which are actually I don't know how they do that. To be fair, I am speaking as probably the least subtle person on the planet. But NPL going to a strategy break, which means I'm going to talk a little about NPL, who are our partners. These guys, and it's for top quality supplements. And the likes, go check out NPL. Some brilliant stuff there. We've got a whole bunch of stuff that was sent to us, as you can see over there. They're just better at the end of the day, and a proper brand backing a lot of our athletes across the country. We've got a very cool interview coming out this week as part of our coverage with Cheetah's star really, Gideon van der Merwe, who was a Varsity Cup star. Came out of the NW back in the Puka, and yeah, brilliant, and a really nice guy. I had a very cool interview with him, and that will be out on the channel over the next few days. So a big shout out to NPL for organizing that. And if you'd like to know more about NPL, then this is just a little bit of a taste of Right, so a big shout out to our partners at NPL who are powering our Varsity Cup coverage, making it all possible, and yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure to work with, organising some very cool stuff. As I said, we've got that interview with Gideon van der Merwe, got a couple more interviews coming up, and one in particular I'm really excited for, with one of the Springbok women stars. And in fact, maybe even the Springbok woman star, and very excited to chat to her in the next week or two, and then share it. But as I said, yeah, I had a very cool interview with Gideon van der Merwe. That will be out on the channel in the next couple of days. Very keen to get that out, and yeah, show you guys exactly what type of person he is. And the answer is a very lucky guy. Very cool story, and I'll tell you what, I think you'll see him in the URC side in the next couple of years. Right, anyway, back to the action. We are underway there, and Reader, yeah, you can see that John Smith has gone to the inside centre. Tell you what, it's a big backline between now Prinsloo and John Smith. And a replacement there, I think it was Van Dijk or Swartz, I think he's come on for UWC. On the left-hand side goes to UT. It is Prinsloo, brings in Zachary Best, ball straight through his hands. And out for a line out, so not the best moment there for Zachary Bester. Well, at the top, that's actually a good lineup for UWC.
So we'll see where shows up in UWC. We've lost possession of the ball already, and the offload from Varsity unsuccessful. UW took possession again. Here's a player who has been pressed today. Away to the new man for the 15-year-old with a confidence with his first 10 strikes.
And it's another knock-on. It's another knock-on. I'll tell you what, this UWC side just cannot get a grip in the game. Every time they've had an opportunity, and that's gone straight through the hands, and that's unfortunately 2 knock-ons there coming from Silvers, Emil Silvers, who's not had a lot of opportunity, and then he has had 2 opportunities, and he's kind of butchered them, unfortunately. So, not gone particularly well for him. Bit of a game to forget so far for UWC.
So many youngsters in this UW squad at the coach has pulled through. You don't get to choose. It's not a question of retaining their core talent. Just a question of when they come and when they go. The likes of Japanese, Owen Strutt, Liam Tattersall, and more. They're the linchpins of the squad for so long.
I got a scrum here, and it'll be CUT ball at 8 reset scrums. As I said, we said at the beginning it was always going to be a bit of a messy game, and yeah, very, very messy it has been. And yeah, the ECS never really had to go out of second gear, to be honest, to really put UWC to the sword. So it kind of shows you how, yeah, this UWC side, I think they're going to struggle, to be honest. I think they're going to struggle once again in the Varsity Cup. That's another big scrum penalty coming the way. Well, penalty advantage. Because Reader inside ball to Prince, who gets away from one, then tries to straighten. CUT building from deep with penalty advantage. Quick ball there. Reader decides to go to the boot. Just dab it on those over the top for Smith, who can't hold on. Nice idea. Chris Reader, nice operator at fly half. Yeah, so staying now being penalised. Ball over the top. It actually hands in the way of first touch of the ball, actually, that of the replacement, Jan Hendrik Bessinger. The replacement tight head prop for CUT onto the park.
He's been watching all the sessions from the touchlines. Surely wants to get goal.
Another change here for CUT. Number 19 comes on. That is Jonathan Olivier. I think he's on. I'm trying to work out Kevin Straden's departed ways. Or no, it is Van der Volt, the 8th man. Oh dear, that's a bit of a loose pass, and that's very good work from I think it's Chapanje who's gone back and managed to go in there because it was a very loose pass, and all of a sudden CUT could have been right in, popped up off the ground there by Swartz. And the penalty comes the way of UWC, so they'll have a free clearance. And clutching his head there, I think, is the captain. I think that's Nsumba Manyanya. Yeah, he's not happy at all. And we are going to have a check here, the referee. Penalty only, so the tackle slipped up. I'm trying to work out where the knock to his head is. Nah, it's not that deep. Not that bad. He'll live. He'll live. Right. Good line up that from UWC. It's a good take in the end from Twandamerva. And it's a nice carry from Chapanje. And that's a nice big carry coming from the replacement prop there. I think that's... No, it's not the replacement prop. I lie. I think that's Twandamerva. It's just come on. Oh, a bit of a show and go. Avoiding the tackle of Bessenger as well. Right, UWC go through. Besser's not happy though, by the way. He's flagged the medical staff and he's in a lot of pain. Now the big man, Michaels, hit hard in the tackle. And Moritz is caught in the ball here. Swartz, not too much on there, so Moritz will go carry it up himself. Sorry, Silvers. And now we're going to stop because we're going to be interfering play. And we're going to have a look at Best J. It doesn't look like he's in a lot of pain. He's not happy at all. He went down quite quickly, and I think he's popped his shoulder here. Because, yeah, he's literally writhing in pain. Oh, it's his finger. Woo! Yeah, he just dislocated his finger. And they're just about to relocate it. Why are we showing this? The medic has just run on. Boop, run off. Cheers. And now she's going to tape. And she's got a bit of a smile on her face. That's brilliant. I mean, a bit of a laugh there. He's going to continue with Bessenger. Oh, no, it was horrible to watch. Horrible to watch. That killed me. The medic runs on. Has his finger, says, "No, come on, just..." And then off he goes and leaves the other medic to strap it. He's done his job. That's funny. You will continue though with Bessenger, the tight head. That's a big carry. That's a big carry from Moritz. And he's going to go all the way. No, he's just short. He's slightly isolated as well. UWC. Oh, that's a brilliant penalty. And that's won by Princely. He's been really, really good. I think him and John Smith have got such a good relationship. They have a good relationship there. And that's a massive turnover from the big man. They've been really, really good in that back line for CUT. I think the CUT scrum, probably the man of the match, as well as those two players in particular. But good to see Christian Red on as well. He's a good player. He's a cool player to watch. And I think it's going to be a replacement here for Moritz. Had a really nice carry there. Almost went all the way. So I just want to check. Where is the imprint? Yeah, I want to check how big he is. And he's youngster as well. He's 20 years old. He's 1.9 meters tall. He's 101 kgs. So you, between him and John Smith in the centers, those are two very, very big boys to deal with. We've got about 13 minutes left on the clock, and Moritz is going to go off. He's holding the side of his head. I don't know if it's a. I think he's holding some wool. I think he's got a blood injury. And up against the wind there, it's a decent kick to find touch. So I think that's just a general Varsity Cup medic, by the way. It doesn't look like it's actually per team. Unless that was the UWC one, that UWC medic that assisted in sorting out his finger. That's a pretty big carry from Stemmer. Now, let's jump over the top. Not the best one, and it's actually, I think Chapanja is actually one that, but free kick as well. Free kicks. Tap and go by Chapanja. Puts his head down. So the tackle coming from, I think it's a replacement that's on for CUT. Now a big carry coming from the UWC captain in Sumba Manya. Now Staines come on and looking good. That's another strong carry. That's Van der Merwe. He's just short as he managed to get grounding. Held up is the call. Good work that from the UWC. They looked a bit better in the last 10 minutes, actually. Looked a bit more competitive. Which is not saying much, seeing as they've been dreadful the entire game. If we are being brutally honest. A reset scrum, another reset scrum. Another scrum here. 10 minutes to go in the game. 19 minutes since the last point, so it's been a bit. I don't want to say boring, but it's been quiet in the last sort of 20 minutes. We've only had one try in the second half. A massive try that from. I mean, scrum from CUT. Now Michael's a big carry from the tight head. He has to go the distance because his replacement got a red card whilst he had a yellow card. How's that for some unfortunate events? Your starting tight head gets a yellow card. You then put on your oh, that's going to be a try, surely. It is a try. How's that for consolation? It is Michael's. He's a unit of a man, as Keanu Michaels. I wouldn't want to try to stop him, and CUT couldn't. And UWC get their second try of the game. Keanu Michaels gets his first Varsity Cup try. And, I mean, looked a bit late for a comeback, but at least they can try to sort of save a bit of face there, try and make it a respectable scoreline.
Successful pick for the 14. 2 ball win size and UWC get a bonus point in this.
Quickly taking out from CUT. They're searching for their second try of the half. And caught on the ball there is Young. On the halfway line. Penalty for UWs. And all of a sudden, they've actually woken up and started playing a bit of rugby. Good to see. Good to see. And this is kind of, I think, frustrating for Paul Drew, but also like encouraging the fact that this is more a bit. And they go to the centres there. That's been quite a strong carry there from Breda. Alrighty, that's a big carry for Stain. Can UWC get another try? Maybe try and really sort of save a bit of face. And it's a turnover on the try line. That's a great turnover. John Smith. What a game he's had. Ferris says, what's up, Stevie? Which games are you planning on going for the box games? Do you know that when the box versus New Zealand kicks are most likely going to be available? I'd imagine the next month. I think today they were the Loftus ones for Ireland. In terms of games I'm going to go to, I'm not entirely sure. I think I will be in Durban for that match week. I don't know if I'll be in Cape Town. I think I probably will be in Cape Town, probably won't be in Bombela. Yeah, I'm not sure which of the box games I'm going to go to, if any. Obviously, I won't be at the Wales game, but hopefully we'll have somebody there on our behalf. Hopefully we'll probably get all of Dan across there. That's a great kick from Christian Rieder. But taken back in the 22 is the call. He didn't realize that. So it's a mistake from him. Right, here comes the last sub. I think it's the last sub for C2, Seppo Malumane. And he'll replace Young with Ixias. So he'll go into the centres. I'm a bit confused. Yeah, about to say, I think I had the number wrong. Then Nathaniel Young's a fullback. Now staying there. UWC on the front foot here with 5 minutes to go. Desperately trying to find a consolation try. Try and make the score a little bit more respectable. We'll start trying to work on a few things for next weekend. Or next week, I suppose. Oh, jeepers, what a tackle that is. Van Wyk has been absolutely cut in half there. Put him over. He's worked hard today in a losing cause. Very, very interesting to see how CT are so desperate. And he goes straight through. It's Conradi. It's the star of last season's Varsity Shield campaign. He's gone through. I think he wants to take a drop kick, yeah? And he does. He just pops it over. Oh, there we go. Where's this UWC been all the way in, isn't it? 21 points to 38. Oh, that's a brilliant kickoff. And it's one back from CUT, but forward. Or is it not forward? Oh, no. Sure. He's over. He's over. Is Jonathan Olivier. I don't think this is going to count, though. It was a brilliant kickoff. And Adilson Govia got up and ahead of the UWC player and knocked it to the side. I don't think it's. I think it's gone forward, though. If it's not, then that's a bit of a sucker punch as CUT go over for another try. Okay, so no foul play there. Just a knock on. Yeah, so the try will not stand. There's no foul play. So it'll be a scrum UWC. And we're checking foul play, potential foul play by UWC, so it could have been a penalty against them as well as the yellow card, which would have been their 6th card of the game or something stupid. Right, so we will be live very shortly for the featured game, really, of the day. Shimla's versus NW Eagles should be a cracker down at Shimla Park in Bloemfontein. Shimla's, I think, got 1 out of 2 wins so far. The NW Eagles, the reigning champions, are undefeated and sort of showing people why. Good work, this for UWC. 3 minutes left on the clock here. Yeah, Shimla's 1 out of 2 so far. I think it was last week that they won, or not even their first game, actually. And I'll turn over boy up for CUT in the final 2 minutes. Brilliant Barnes, he got straight through the middle there, looking for options here. He's got best shot on his inside. Can't find him though. Can Liam de Vet. Now Janko Kluter. Ball back inside to Stemmer. The 2 flanks combining nicely. And now Zachary best to find himself in the midfield. Here goes to John Smith. This is a 7-point try on the cards if they were to score off of this patch of play. Penalty advantage again here. Now De Vet caught in the ball there, pops it up, and Rita goes to the right. It's Zach Bester has just knocked it on. They have penalty though, and they'll be able to kick to the corner. They have one more go. Yeah, we'll see UT. And they've knocked it on, yeah, FCUT. So UWC will look to try and go the length of the field. It's a nice carry there. Good work over here. And inside ball. This is really, really good work here from UWC. Now the ball comes loose. Another turnover ball. And Liam DeVet has been caught on the ball because nobody communicated to him where people were. Big tackle on him, and there's just less than 30 seconds left on the clock. So this will probably be the final score, 38 points to 21, unless we see something from CUT from the scrum all the way inside their own half. I wouldn't be surprised if they just kick this out and just take the win, to be honest. 38 points to 21, it's a nice win. Yeah, they've had enough there, CUT. So they just have it out there. And final score will be 38 points to 21 to the Central University of Technology. They've absolutely hammered UWC away from home. A good victory for them. Poor performance from UWC, it must be said. We'll be live very shortly